All right, guys, back with the relationship series. So this video, we're going to be talking about long distance relationships. Now, with long distance relationships, you can do those, but one, you eventually have to make a plan to see this person. You have to plan it. You have to talk about a plan. You have to also sell this person a dream, meaning like, when we do this, I want to do this. When I see you, I want to do this. We should go here when we do this, right? Sell dreams. Now, what you want to do is you have to have some type of consistency. Now, you don't want to be blowing up the person's phone every day. You still have to switch up every once in a while, but you want a little more consistency because you're long distance, and you being long distance and her seeing that you're reaching out long distance, and meaning that you're not around her, you're not getting sex from her, you're not getting anything from her immediately, or you're not seeing her, so it's not something that you're not taking for granted because you don't have it, right? That will show her that because you're doing this long distance, this person must genuinely like me, that you're taking the time out to talk to me. You don't live around me. You live nowhere near from me. Even if you live hundreds or even thousands of miles, even 50, 60 miles away, and you're still taking the time out to talk to me, that makes a difference. That makes it seem as if you genuinely like them. So when they feel as if you genuinely like them and you're reaching out to them without anything being involved, they're a lot more likely to be more receptive to you when they finally do see you. They're a lot more likely to maybe want to have sex with you, right? So that's an important thing. Now, long distance, you do want some type of consistency, so you can build a bunch of rapport with this person. Clearly, FaceTime is the best way to go. Sometimes on the phone, building a connection, but you also still need a balance. Now, what you want to do, you want to be reaching out, but still you want this person reaching out to you more than you're reaching out to her. She still has to chase. That same things apply. She has to chase. Maybe give her attention for a bit and then pull it away. Maybe some days don't answer at all. Maybe some days answer slow. Don't let her exactly always know your schedule down to the T, because I remember somebody had booked a private consultation, a Patreon member, and he was talking to this girl, and he took some time and he didn't answer her, and she was just like, oh, why didn't you answer me? I know you're normally here at this time, and then in this place you're at that time. She knew his whole schedule, so it was like, damn. So you don't want her to know your whole schedule, or even if she thinks she does, be like, no, I ain't do that today. I switched up. Oh, so you don't have work on Wednesdays? Nah, I do, but sometimes my schedule changes. It's never consistent. So keep her guessing, keep her on her toes. And now, even with long distance relationships, like I said, you want to have her reaching out more, and still you need to have respect. If she disrespects you, check her. And if it continues, hang up the phone on her. Don't talk to her, because if she's talking to you, she obviously has some type of value, she values you some type of way. So if she's still talking to you, she likes you. So make sure you maintain a level of respect. Make sure you maintain a level of integrity. Make sure she's not disrespecting you. Make sure you don't compromise yourself in any type of way. You still want her to be somewhat submissive, even long distance. Now, having the touch, having her feel you, be with her is a totally different story, and it'll grow. It'll be better. But make sure when you're checking her over the phone, make sure when you're in person, you do the same thing. But make sure your respect is still there. Make sure she's reaching out to you more, right? And now, as far as building sexual attraction, you still have to flirt. You still have to tease. FaceTime. Maybe you can get into phone sex. I know not everybody's into it, but also send sexy pictures. We're like, oh, baby, send me something sexy. Let me see your booty when you get out the shower. Or, send me a sexy picture. Or what I'm saying? Like, oh, get into a sexual conversation. Do you watch porn? Oh, okay. Well, do you ever play with yourself while you watch? Oh, okay. What kind of porn do you watch? Or when you play with yourself, and then you'd be like, when you play with yourself, you'd be like, oh, damn, okay. Well, how do you do it? Do you play with your clit? Or do you finger your pussy? Do you play with your ass? What do you do? Have these type of conversations so you have this sexual conversation. And eventually you want to gradually build up to, oh, let me see your pussy when you play with it. Or I want to see it. Damn, that shit turns me on. And then you guys can send pictures back and forth, you know. Obviously, I'm going to say this just as a disclosure. Get married first is the best thing for you to do, right? Obviously, because I'm Muslim and have religious beliefs, but I know everybody's not doing that. So, whatever. And I'm not saying that I'm doing it, but I don't want, there's going to be a day where we're going to have to answer for everything. And I don't want you motherfuckers saying it's my fault, right? But yeah, so that's more or less what you want to do, and then gradually build up. So this way you have that sexual connection too. She's sending you pictures, you're sending her pictures. There's that sexual element to your relationship, so that when you finally see her, you can, you know, there'll be that element there, right? So you guys get it on and popping. And but long distance relationship, that's more or less how it needs to go. There needs to be a connection. There needs to be some type of consistency, and you just can't give up at the first sign of adversity, right? And if you're on Patreon, you can always reach out to me and we'll talk about it.